on, 6 o'clock, we're back.
That's a little
I
slow.
got a meeting at the church at 6 or 7. We
Oh,
got
I thought it was a little slow.
Okay. We're live, John. All right, want to call to order the October 23rd, 2025 Planning Board meeting. Welcome. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory. Epequet, Prince Edward Island, Mi'kma'ki is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. All right, would call for an approval of the agenda. Yvette? And second? John? Thank you. Anything we need to add or change or do differently? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Disclosure of conflict of interest. Is anybody in conflict with the issue that we're discussing this evening? Going once, going twice. Okay, we will move on. You have the minutes from our September 25th meeting. Could I have a motion to adopt those minutes, please? Louis, and second? Yep. Angela, great. All right. Any errors, omissions, comments? All right, all in favor of approving those minutes?
Aye.
Okay. Yes, no, you weren't here, okay. All right, business arising from the minutes. I don't have any. Does anybody else have anything? Okay. Presentations and delegations. We don't have any tonight. So move on to item number 7, and that is our, okay. Development permit. Okay, so an application concerns a change of use of a boathouse to a warehouse at 27 Hazel Green Road, Cardigan. The key planning issues associated with this proposal are considered to be the reuse of an existing building as a warehouse in the rural zone through the special use permit provision of Part 6.2.4. The application proposes to change the use of an existing 4-bay boathouse on Hazel Green Road to a warehouse to support the applicant's business operations and provide temporary space for the Cardigan Fire Department. The site is within the rural zone, RU, where such uses are permitted subject to special permit approval. The proposal aligns with the town's official plan, objectives for sustainable economic growth, and the productive reuse of an existing rural buildings. The use is compatible with the surrounding land uses with no anticipated adverse effect. Approval for the application is recommended. Okay, and we will skip over to the planning and development officer therefore recommends that the planning board recommend to mayor and council to approve the change of use of the boathouse to warehouse at 27 Hazel Green Road, Cardigan, PID 155688. Condition 1, the permit's valid for 12 months from the date of issue. 2, the application form received October 14th, 2025. Floor plan received October 14th, 2025. And building photographs received October 14, 2025. Could I have a motion to put this on the floor, please?
So moved.
Moved by John, second by Yvette. Discussion. Sean?
Okay, so.
Microphone, please.
I'm going to vote in favor of this, but my question is, why? Why do we even do this? It's in a rural zone. It's a warehouse basically for boats. They want to become a warehouse for fire trucks and fire equipment, etc. Why do we have a special section that says boat warehouse as opposed to ordinary warehouse? I can understand if you're having a boathouse for storing your boat in residential property, but in rural property like this where it basically doesn't matter. I mean, we're approving all kinds of things in rural zones that are not in the bylaw. What is the difference between having a warehouse for boats or a warehouse for fire trucks? They're both basically just warehouses. Why are we putting the applicant through this?
Lee?
Well, the answer is you're right. A warehouse for storing boats looks like a warehouse, and a warehouse for storing fire trucks looks like a warehouse, although you could call a warehouse that stores fire trucks a fire station. There is differentiation within the bylaw, so it's been separated out that a warehouse has to be a separate thing from a boathouse. So in the permitted use lists, in principle, a boathouse is fine, but we have to go through this process for something that's generically a warehouse. Applicants said it's for the storage of my things for my retailing. That fits better within sort of the more broader definition of that. Whereas if he was proposing boats, we certainly wouldn't have pulled him through this.
Go ahead.
Back to staff. Lee, did the applicant have to pay any money to get this done?
Through you, Chair, everyone pays a fee. Most of these applications attract a fee, and this was just for the simple change of use.
To staff, could you put this on the long list of things we might want to change in any new official plan coming down the road?
Noted, Chair.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions, comments? Anything to add to the discussion before we vote? Hearing none, all in favor of moving this on to council? Motion carried. All right, and that brings us to the end of our business for today. So can we have a motion for adjournment? John? And second, Angela?